away. Journal. Sure, I'll have a chat with you. Woo! It's really home to wipe out spectacularly there. Camp's a bit away, but that's fine. Suppose I could fast travel there, but I just drove past the point, so... I think there's some points I want to make there, but I do not remember now. Just keep driving straight. Be able to hit a left soon enough. Very nice. Okay, it's 300. For a moment, read that as like 30. They're working on DLC for this game, but did they say they were also working on a sequel? I think they did. Stash. Ammunition, weapons, supplies, car parts. 44,000. It'd be nice if I could actually just betray them and, you know, run away with that. Ooh. Shop.
You recommend any chrome in particular?
Yeah, you know, Cyberpunk plantations like buying shoes. Everyone needs something different. A net runner won't have the same needs as a solo. But if you spend a lot of time in the Badlands, it's worth investing in cloaking gear. Hollow skin, active camo, what have you. Compared to the city, surrounding area might look deserted. But less folk doesn't mean you'll be safer. Here's what I recommend. Move quietly. Don't draw too much attention, else things can get real ugly real quick.
I know. I was raised by the backers.
Ah, well, I don't have to tell you that.
Want to get myself chipped.
Straight to the point. I like it.
Okay, it is... Integumentary system? Grants immunity to burn, a coating that protects the body against fire. I definitely want to get that improved. And outside of combat. This restores 50% health when health drops to 15%. Nope, shorter cooldown. Thought that said 300 and something rather than 100 and something. So shorter cooldown and better heal. Ooh, oh, epic. Synaptic signal optimizer enhances body's natural resistance and performance. 30% health. Micro rotors increase agility in melee combat. 10% attack speed. Titanium bones increase carry capacity by 40%. So swap these out. Increase stamina by 20%. That'd be run speed, wouldn't it? Like run duration. I forgot I had double jumps now. Mechatronic core. Process information about the weak points of both mass-produced and some lesser-known machines. I kind of want to get an arms upgrade, but I don't know, they feel wrong. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Laundry day came and went. You're stuck with this now. Torn Euro no Samurai Palamede t-shirt. Ready for its 500th motorcycle ride. Recoup some costs. Mine. The Book of Enoch. And the angels, the children of the heavens, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose wives from amongst the children of men, and begat us children. And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one, and began to go unto them, and defile themselves with them. I misclicked. Defiled themselves with them, and they taught them charms, enchantments, and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And they became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquaintances of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against bird and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. What do you call them? It's in Diablo. They use the same name in Diablo. What humanity is in that. According to Diablo 3, the union between demons and angels. I'll look it up. Nephilim. That's what those giants are called. Nephilim.
I can wait.
It's a stash. Talk to Palanai, Mitch, and Saul.
No, the rest will stay here in camp. I want patrols every half hour, reporting directly to me.
Pay me no heed.
Are we preparing for a visit from Biotechnica? Or a fourth corporate war?
The Raffins could surprise us at any moment.
You're not blowing this a little out of proportion.
I don't want any more surprises. Besides, we'll look good, aware, prepared.
Really, dude? Did I come in?
V, you're here.
Took a bit.
What is he doing here? I forbade you from even breathing on that Militech convoy, so you call in your friend? To do it all behind my back? Is that it?
Uh-huh. That's exactly why I had V come and stand right in front of you. Do you think I'm that stupid?
I am starting to wonder.
Damn it to hell, Saul. Are you seriously considering letting that basilisk slip through our fingers?
I am.
But a chance like this.
A chance at what? Rotting up the job we came here to do? We're pissing Militech off, so they hammer us into the dirt right here.
Shit. Pan Am, can you please tell him?
I've already tried. Let it go, Mitch.
The Biotechnica people will be here in an hour. Try not to cock anything else up before then.
He's got this rocker thing going on. I do kind of approve.
I can't believe it. Look, there he goes, off to paint the grass green.
Thought the Biotechnica contract had withered and died.
Saul insists we see it through to the end. To prove the Aldecaldos keep their word.
Crop protection. Who gives a damn about crop protection? All Saul is going to prove is that a corp can walk all over us, and we'll say thank you and ask for more.
What's this basilisk nonsense?
It's an armored Militech cargo panzer. Junk from back in 2060 or so. They want to peddle it off to a backwards country, somewhere it can still pass as a technological wonder.
The Militech convoy will take the 101 right past us. Shame not to say hello.
Let me guess. Whole thing's your idea.
How did you know?
Saul wouldn't be quite so pissed if it weren't.
I believe V is right. If this had been Saul's idea, he would have seen it as the greatest plan on God's green earth.
Bull. Saul isn't that petty. He's simply a coward. He would rather play it safe, bide his time. For the family.
You can't really blame him. He has a lot riding on him. The protection of all these people. And all the crimes they get involved in. All the enemies they make. He's probably desires to play it cautious to not make even worse enemies like Militech. Not all or me.
Is this basilisk worth another fight with Saul?
Yes, a craft like that would finally put us back on the right path.
The family is falling apart. If we fall into this biotechnica rut, no one will ever take us seriously again.
Okay, so you do want to go behind Saul's back. And drag me here specifically for that.
Cassidy, Ted, Carol, and Bob also on board.
What about Butch?
What's gotten into you?
Remember a while back, told me to give you a solid kick in the pants if I saw you diving in the stupid pool again.
I do. Yet that was before our tandem raid on the Raffin camp. I believe you lost your opportunity there.
Nope, different that. Rescue mission. Someone from the family. Now, you're out to plain trick 'em.
If you plan to lecture me, you can damn well go right now.
Oh, she said. God damn it, I wish the game acknowledged that. God damn it.
Sure, we can pack, we can ride, but what then?
The contract's dead. We've got no reason to stay.
You're the only ones breaking camp.
Because Saul doesn't know when to quit. He's stubborn as a mule. Yet everyone listens to him
Because he's head of the family? Because the Aldecaldas stay together?
God damn it. Have it your way. We'll stay.
I wish the game would acknowledge that.
Why Saul got his briefs in a bunch over this basilisk?
He's afraid Militech will destroy us if we pick a fight with it.
He thinks it's safer to stick with the corporations, like Biotechnica. What a joke.
You guys would rather...
We would rather go back to plying the trade we know best. Logistics.
Meaning smuggling.
That's what I said.
Thought you and Saul agreed to bury your carbines.
So did I. But it seems that's only true when somebody is trying to kill us.
Exactly. You saved his life. You want to fuck things up all over again now?
I saved his life, yet somehow he still ignores everything I say. So I do believe we have come full circle.
Like, seriously, Panam's always tightly fucking wound. God, I wish I made a female V. I could go for the
V?
cop guy right now. Is it too late to change? Or maybe I could go for Goro.
And you plan to grab the basilisk how?
Thanks, V.
Haven't said I'd help just yet.
Okay, let's go talk to the rest.
So, just the 4 vets on board with the plan. Nobody else?
We didn't bother asking the others.
There was too great a risk someone would take it to Saul.
Besides, only the vets understand what we have to gain by having a basilisk.
Sounds pretty risky to me.
On the contrary, easy as pie. There won't even be much security on the convoy. Plus, we'll be doing our part towards furthering the cause of world peace. Why should this beast wind up being used in some little third world skirmish? We'll make better use of it right here in America.
Yeah.
Did you try to get Saul on board again? No luck, huh?
No. Okay, everyone listen. Militech will transport the basilisk in parts distributed across 2 trucks.
Wait, do I sense a quiver in your voice?
Fuck you! The convoy will halt at the railroad crossing on the 101. We'll attack from behind, then get the hell out and away. Questions? Comments? Motions?
Nice job, Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Short, sweet.
Pan Am's got a beef with Saul, I know. But you guys.
A few years back, nobody would have given corporal work a second thought.
We want a good name. We just need good gear and good jobs. And Saul would see that if he pulled his head out of his caboose once in a while.
Okay. I don't want to get involved.
It's all too easy. Convenient to arrange. The exact tech you need. Coming your way, almost served on a silver platter.
Yes, Saul also claimed it stinks to high heaven.
Intel on the convoy, where'd you get it?
Yeah, I agree with
Carol
Saul.
hacked the Militech comms channel. Is that enough for you?
Terrible idea, all this. Sorry, I can't, won't get involved.
Suit yourself.
But if you change your mind,
Fuck, Mitch. You heard him. He said this is not his concern.
I didn't say that, but sure. Oh, you see
I
decency.
think I heard a little shake in that voice.
You did not.
Ah, come on. Did you get your hands clean?
Yeah, Saul was right. And again, she's just very tightly wound. She's kind of irritating. I'll be honest, I've dealt with very tightly wound women for a lot of my life. They're no fun.
V?
Ooh, I can sit. How'd you do? I'm height of fashion.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Thanks. First, we'll ride to the station. The train engine we need to block the convoy's way is there. Are you riding with us, or will we meet you there?
Riding with you.
Excellent. Let's get going.
I think I heard a little shake in that voice.
You did not.
Ah, come on. Did you get your hands clammy too?
Screw you.
Ah, he gets in with
But
her.
Are you sure you didn't leave any tracks? Militech won't notice a thing.
Are you trying to insult me, Bobby?
Okay, okay. Forget I even asked.
But if you get in, then he has to go elsewhere.
This is the century. This is the century. This is the century to win your immortality. How many strong are we? Bring down the enemy. This is the only way, no fooling. We can set you free. This is the sun. I know it's time. This is the sun. Your time to shine. We will make history. We will make history. We will make history. We'll make history.
Let's go.
Nobody's gonna notice you gone back at camp?
Saul has no wish to see us there anyway. The better to make a good second impression on the Biotechnica suits.
Your sour faces wouldn't help much.
Indeed, they would not.
Oh,
Raffens, what about them? Expecting any trouble?
Saul is. He's posted sentries all around the camp.
How's that not right?
He's wrong in continuing to fight the symptoms rather than the disease.
You don't miss life in Night City?
At times, perhaps. I miss the feeling of having a new beginning. Of freedom. But I also haven't forgotten the emptiness. The feeling of realizing it means nothing if you're alone.
Had a hard time leaving my family, too. Was never completely alone, either.
You had someone?
A true friend. Jackie by name. You would have liked him, actually.
Jackie. I'll remember that.
I suppose she has moments, you know? She's just tightly wound. And like I said, there's only room for one type of one person in the relationship, and that's me,
What's
damn it.
shaking, Night City? Your man
We have arrived.
Say goodbye to your favorite bootleg brand.
The carrier has arrived.
An Arasaka spokesperson has announced efforts that will spell the end to the counterfeit market as we know it. First on the mega
Big bastard.
If you like it so much, maybe we should just hijack the train. Let the basilisk go on its way.
Yeah, then just drive this beast to the 101. There and back.
Saul would be on board with that. Are we ready?
Hold on. Let me switch out this for a... Sure. Julio.
Okay. The Militech convoy will be traveling from Night City to the base where they're due to meet the buyer. We will stop it at the railroad crossing.
All we have to do is shove this beauty in its way.
V, any questions?
Seems to be a lot of abandoned stations around.
This one belonged to a corporation that ran a cement factory. They use it as their reloading point.
They didn't take the train engine when they left?
The engine's been here going on 40 years. Since the Blackwall days.
It's in good condition.
For a time, everybody had to go back to the old ways. This engine ran on nuclear, like submarines do.
All the weirder they left it behind.
Corpse. They probably listed it in a spreadsheet as cost optimization.
Yeah. I could
It's
just
old
gotten
tech.
forgotten.
Carol will have to hack it.
Then I'll somehow have to finagle authorization from the control tower to move it.
Tower looks inactive to me too.
Now, we'll see to that. You and Pan Am just get the authorization code.
Okay, let's get to work.
The US military, as it is, apparently has numerous bits of hardware floating around the place that it doesn't apparently know of. It's bought them, but it's actually after losing track of them, if what I've heard is correct. But yeah, rephrasing. Yeah, the apparently US military just has hardware floating around the place, helicopters and the like, that it just doesn't remember having. So, this could be on the face value clean, but this does smell terribly.
What are you two doing?
I'm finding my inner peace before the storm, while Teddy is just being dead weight.
Love to join you.
Respect your efforts. Self-respect breeds self-discipline. Once you have both, you have real power.
A goal, a love, and a dream are what breed a real man.
Truer words, brother.
Drinking always breed deep thoughts?
I just feel like people expect some motivational bullshit from me.
Have fun, kids.
Okay, so that's them.
Well, hello there. Have you come to make yourself useful?
Got a use for me?
Not particularly.
Fair enough.
You don't really know why you're here, do you?
Pan Am asked me for help.
Mm-hmm. She came back to the fold, sweet-talked Mitch and the rest over to her side. But still, she calls you. Interesting, isn't it?
If I had a bit more tech skill, I could have talked about that, but I don't, so I'm not.
Even if we pull it off, Saul will be pissed. I can see his face already.
Remember when we first met? You almost had a pound in your pants at the thought of falling foul of Saul.
I don't recall leaving Pan Am high and dry, though.
Now you're gonna stick it to him plain? Something change?
Uh-huh. I realize Pan Am is right.
How's it going over here?
Fantastic. We have everything hooked up, and nothing works.
It works, though not reliably. V, could you scan it? Because I am not open to the prospect of taking it all apart again.
Capacitor's damaged. Third from the right.
Indeed. Hold on. Let me swap it out.
Yeah.
Time to try it again.
Hey, it works.
Thanks, V.
Need a hand?
Of course. But in your shoes, I would look for another way in first. My, that was quick.
Just had to hold down F. Whenever they pick up the one back at the camp. The terror answered, I am Orc, wreathed around the accursed tree. The times are ended, shadows pass, the morning gins to break. The fiery joy that Urzin perverted to 10 commands. One night he led to starry hosts through the wild wilderness. That stony law I stamped to dust and scatter religion abroad. To the four winds as a torn book, and none shall gather the leaves. But they shall rot on desert sands and consume in bottomless deeps, to make the deserts bloom and the deeps shrink to their fountains, and to renew the fiery joy and burst the stony roof. That pale religious lechery, seeking virginity, may find it in a harlot and in a coarse-clad honesty. The undefiled, though ravished in her cradle, night and morn, for everything that lives is holy. Light delights in life, life delights in life. Because the soul of sweet delight can never be defiled. Fires enwrap the earthly globe, yet man is not consumed. Midst the lustful fires he walks, his feet become like brass, his knees and thighs like silver, and his breast and head like gold.
There's it is, then. Well done. Thanks, boys. Come on, V. We have a to-do list.
Yeah, let's get another door open. So we're inevitable enemies with multiple breach points.
I've always been fond of trains. And the stations where so many tracks converge.
Junctions.
Yes, those. When you see them from above, you feel...
Free. Like you could set off on 1,000 journeys all at once.
perhaps more simply, hopeful. Okay, here we are. Carol!
Ural combining locomotive technical specifications. Cargo locomotive. Ural Combinate. AM 773. Tare weight. 200 tons. Reactor count. 72. Power 12,550 kilowatts. 17 miles per hour. Brake OEXX-7B. Data transfer module OT.CC Lima.
What are we looking for?
That's a recent one.
Would you help me look?
Sure thing. Nada.
Oh. Nice.
Nada.
This is still on.
Nothing here.
Ooh. Files. That's worthless. The factory and branch office located at the station will be officially closed at the end of the month. All sections track used for transport and logistics will be cut off from the main traction system. The final day operational employees required to return any company equipment as well as their business building access cards. This is Jim from Station Control Tower. I'm not sure if anyone read this, considering we're shutting it all down, but what about the engine we got here? I get the tracks, but the engine. Should probably take care of it, right? It's pretty sure it's an environmental hazard. The engine will be moved in accordance with all applicable safety guidelines. Rumor mill. Ermok, you really leaving? How come I'm the last to hear about it? Yep, I'm leaving. Not sure how to tell you. I'm sorry you found out this way. I got a friend with the Red Will clan who'll put in a good word for me. Ermok the Nomad. Come on, you said nomads were bunch of dirty, stinking backcountry hicks. Cat. Shut the place down. We stay, they'll send us somewhere even worse. So, if I gotta hit the road, I decide for myself which road I take. Yeah, sure you have a say. Bet you'll be headed con in no time. Leave my stuff on the desk before you go. Nomads for thick-skinned. Okay, the matter's simple. Whatever you read or hear about nomads in city media doesn't hold an ounce of water. Biggest lie bandied about is that being a nomad is a job. It's not. Nomadism is a lifestyle. So if you want to know something about nomads, all you have to do is ask one yourself. Okay, I already know the questions because I've asked them 1,000 times, so let's get started, shall we? Why did nomads organize themselves? Well, why not unite millions of people roaming the country? Besides, if you know what you're looking for, you'll instantly know which clan a nomad... Besides, if you know what you're looking for, you'll instantly know which clan a nomad belongs to, which brings us to the next point. Nomads are divided into nations. Nations are divided into clans. Clans are broken down into families. Recognize them from their colors, their jackets, and decals on their cars and bikes. By the way, nomads take their affiliation seriously, so unless you want a broken jaw, let's advise you do the same. You'll be in dirt or worse if you get nomads and Raffins mixed up. Remember, Raffins Shiv are not nomads. They're pariahs, outcasts, criminals, or they're exiled from their clan for doing something truly effed up, or just ordinary city criminals on the run. Raffin form packs not because it's convenient, because they don't have a choice. Nobody in their right mind would work with them unless they somehow fit in their plans. Mostly they rob and pillage. Don't ask me where the name Raffin Shiv comes from. All I know is it apparently means something really dirty. Riffraff? Nomads take on all kinds of jobs. Everybody has to eat, right? What kinds of jobs they take depends on the clan or family's particular strategy. Some pick crops in agro-corp fields. Others deal with corp shipments or protect their convoys. Want to smuggle some across the border, you go to nomads. You need to vanish your pissed-off creditors or vanish off your pissed-off creditors or shareholders' radar. Nomads will take you so far into the boonies you'll be shitting next to scorpions. You pay, they do the job, you shake hands, everyone goes their separate ways. Got it? If you want more specifics, just scroll up here and talk to a real nomad. Good luck. With regard to net crash, we're pleased to inform you that communication will be restored, adjusting the tri-level rating from crisis response, T4, to high alert, T3. All employees will report for an infomercial meeting at 8 AM tomorrow in Hall E. The meeting will cover new operational procedures for the factory as well as new technology to be introduced. Attendance is mandatory. And spam message. Well, or corrupted at least.
Not here.
Damn it. Keeps letting me take stuff without knowing what I even took. The Undoing, the Fall of the First Net. Chapter 1. The Apocalypse. His name was Rash Bartmoss. Everyone knows who destroyed the first net. The real question is why? That what branded him a criminal and an outlaw. The media called him a madman. Is either label correct? You be the judge. Below was a previously unpublished letter which Bartmoss put out just before the release of Rabbits. Which is why this document only why has this document only emerged just now? Only now just emerged. Wow. Someone out there did not want you, my dear readers, to ever lay eyes on it. All the more reason to take a deep dive into the information available to us. Marla Jimenez. Sorry, Maria. I out-tabbed and the name got garbled. The first net was supposed to save us. It would serve as a platform for those without a voice, offer unlimited knowledge to those who hungered for it. It would bring a fractured humanity closer together than ever before in our history. But those hopes were hollow, false. The net spreads its tendrils around the globe faster than anyone could have predicted. Before anyone could even consider the full range of consequences, this information superhighway turned out to be our path straight to hell, robbed of our privacy, deprived of our free will, stripped of our dignity. It was supposed to save us, but now even the net itself cannot be saved. It was molded by the corpse, with sharp edges, spikes, and traps at every corner. Think of the net as a stream of water gently flows into our minds, before freezing, swelling, destroying us from the inside out. Remember, this was about this size, as hard as it may be. It's surprisingly brittle. One well-placed strike, and it shatters in a million tiny pieces. Watch out today, and you'll see just what I mean. Rash Bartels. Inside Metacorp, we associate nomads with chaos, societal collapse, technological backwardness, and for good reason. We're always exceptions to the rule, and for nomads, that exception are the meta, more specifically Metacorp. Unlike other nomad groups that deal in smuggling and raiding, the meta are strictly law-abiding. Metacorp, formally registered in the Western corporate states, is a major stakeholder in numerous shipping companies, including the rapidly growing DTR, Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers, which handles 53% of all America's transport last year. The story of Metacorp is a story of American entrepreneurial spirit and confidence in the future, two things that not even a nuclear war could destroy. Indeed, Metacorp only proves that New Order can rise out of entropy, that the wrestle of Eurodollars is capable of civilizing even the most savage barbarians. Last month, I had the opportunity to visit the company's headquarters in Meta Key, the remote island currently anchored in the Gulf of Mexico. The mobile island. There I met Victoria Meta, the corporation's nomad CEO and granddaughter of Metacorp's founder, Jonathan Meta. Victoria had clearly inherited his steely gaze and enterprising mind. 1, 2, 3. Each position on the card, punch, stomp, punch, corresponds to unit information, while each column represents one character or symbol. While gently inserting the card in its reader, please remember the following. Check for any damaged punch holes, may corrupt the reading, make sure the card's inserted in proper order, double check the card description matches data encoded on it. My mind initially grokked plastic beads as anal beads there, and I was momentarily puzzled.
Well. Got something.
Good job. Carol! We have a card! What now? You have to put it in the reader!
Well, V, the card. In the reader?
Here goes nothing.
It worked! Come look!
Little engine that could.
V, I wanted to speak with you.
What did you want to talk about?
I know this may sound foolish, because I asked you to help me. But... why are you doing this?
Because it's important to you.
But... is that all? Sorry. That sounded worse than I intended. Listen, V, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this. Speaking of my feelings and so forth. And I would not want to cock this up.
Well, that's a start.
The thing is, I usually act before I think.
Uh-huh, noticed.
I know. But I also need impulses to act upon. When I do something spontaneously, I feel I'm being honest. Yet with you, I prefer to play it safe.
Why is it any different with me?
Because I truly care this time. Yet I fear I'll do or say something foolish, and be left alone in the desert. I would rather keep you close. If only as a friend.
Try following the impulse next time.
Okay. Well, in any case, you've been warned. All right. Let's rejoin the others.
Yes. I see you down there. You know what? She's winning me over.
Let's set to work.
I'm trying. This window won't let me. Damn it, choices matter my ass. I can't fire out the window.
Convoy. Got eyes and ears on it?
Yes, Carol checks their communication channels from time to time. Everything is proceeding as planned. For now.
Panam. I wish I could ask her about that. It's just like... it feels like something I wish I could... it feels like something I should be able to answer. To ask her. For crying out loud, I don't care what's going on between you, I'm just asking. Can't give me a straight answer? Saul's looking for you. She doesn't care. When did he even get my number? I don't want to be lying to Rocker Man. Anyone else concerned by that terrorist thing?
Down a minute, honey. And breathe.
Everything's under control. The convoy is already heading our way.
You worried about Saul?
You're acting spooked. As if you're the first person ever to stand up to Saul.
Oh, save your breath. I don't need to be consoled. Was it someone I know?
New. Scorpion.
You came home from the war, head full of new ideas, and a host of new contacts.
He tried to get Saul to lead us in joining Snake Nation. It would make us stronger, he said.
I don't think he peeped a word of it to me. What did Saul do?
Saul dressed the guy down head to toe for messing with the family. Hell, he didn't send him on any jobs for a year.
Gee, really consoling. Thanks.
You said yourself you didn't need any.
Saul was right about Snake Nation. You should remain independent. Otherwise, you could end up like
the backers. We'll manage just fine on our own. All we need is a few good jobs. To get people talking about the Aldecaldos again.
And that's why we're here today.
Scorpion would
Bit
be
of a
proud.
distortion going on there. Just seeing like the glasses moving on her. There's like just distortion going on. It's weird. So I need to stop for a sec. And I'm back. Stopped for a bit. Ended up having some crisps. Read a little. And I'm ready to go shoot more people in Cyberpunk.
ought to raise a glass to Scorpion.
To Scorpion.
And to Jackie.
Oh, careful. Is that meant to be? Yeah, I imagine it's meant to be there. I was wondering if there was just model glitching.
You don't talk about the war much.
What's there to say? They just packed you into a Panzer down in Mexico and said full speed ahead, soldier.
And it was weeks talking either to yourself or the onboard AI. Drinking iodide like water because your Geiger wouldn't shut up.
Mm-hmm. I'm sprouting a rash on my ass just thinking about sitting in that boiling hot coffin.
Uh-huh. But you all can't wait to pack your asses into the Basilisk, huh?
That's different.
Completely different. You'll see once you're on board.
Okay, and then okay, in that case, it sounds less like it's for family, you know. It's less of an issue. My God, it's more than it's probably a cozier tank, a comfier ride, you know, rather than them just putting the misery aside because it's for family. Though now all I'm seeing is those Fast and Furious memes where, you know, Dom turns up to aid Anakin. He's still in his sports car in space. Because, you know, with family, you don't need logic. And, you know, those memes, a lot of people hated them, but I found them kind of fun, honestly, because they were just ridiculous.
Gonna try and get some sleep.
Whoops. Rolled ahead.
Okay, it'll be quite some time before the convoy comes through. V? Did you just doze off?
I kind of wanted to scooch closer, but I feel like in front of her family is the wrong move.
Anything happens, wake me up. Unless you want a nap too.
I'll just lie here a while, by your side, gazing at the stars.
Is that another area of your expertise? You got maps of the heavens in your library too?
Of course. That's the Big Dipper. And do you see the small flickering star to the right?
Yeah.
You do? Oh dear. That means there's a major leak. Good night, B.
Maybe I should have scooted up close. Because she took the opportunity to flirt with me. But it's like... felt inappropriate in front of her family.
Okay, here they come.
Is everyone ready?
That would
Let's
not wake
ride,
me.
B.
I'm a very deep sleeper. I literally just go into a coma. I fell asleep so deep once Mom thought I was dead. She was shouting at me from the end of the bed and I did not wake up. I was just dead. She was honestly terrified that I'd actually died. I just do not wake up. I'm a very deep sleeper. We had some bit of a heavy storm roll through a while back. Probably a year or two by now. And I just slept through most of it. I woke up and it was heavy winds howling.
Get her up to speed.
It was heavy winds howling the whole way. I slept through it all. Speaking of sleep, I'll probably be heading there soon.
They're going faster than we thought. I don't know if we can catch them. Uncouple one of the cars. It'll speed you up. B, no hemming and hawing. Take out that coupler. We're getting close. Take them slow.
Finally. It was optional. Take out the other one too if you want.
Surround them as soon as they're cut off.
Should I just shoot? Griffin drone. Permission to fire, El Presidente. Please don't drive like me.
Okay, come on. The trucks are all yours, boys.
Move that ass, Teddy boy. 4, no, 5 vehicles.
Shit.
No, it's blocked. We need a new route.
Okay, let me just do it the, Ooh. Shotgun. Ooh. Careful. He's hit. Man is made of fucking titanium, though. Boop. I'm sure this is Miltech.
Mitch, Bob, go!
All is planned, boss.
All right, the train's leaving. You'd better move.
That was interesting. I'm sorry, I need to loot whore. I wish the guns were attached to the people who used them. You could either loot them individually off the ground, or you can loot the person. See, this is why you're poor. You don't loot whore. If you want to get anywhere in life, you need to loot whore.
Okay, let's go. Ready to roll.
I wonder... I've heard actually what the end of her quest line is, but I wonder... Yeah, like Saul said, this is...
It worked!
Smells wrong.
It did, just as I said it would.
Saul said this smells wrong, and I'm wondering how. Did we accidentally hit the people he was trying to deal with? Like... Or are they just gonna attack back at us?
Did you have fun?
Sure did.
Just be happy you won't be around to put the hunk of junk together. The real fun is just starting with Mitch and Teddy.
So like, it could just be a Militech attack. It's straight and simple, but honestly, it's getting me paranoid. It's something grander, you know.
Okay, just lost the Militech channel. Suits finally realized someone was listening and changed the codes.
Perfect timing if you ask me.
Very convenient, if you ask me. And why would you go straight back to the Nomad camp with this? Wouldn't you want to head somewhere else? Wait, you know, way down, wait for their presumed counterattack to happen, and then go back to the camp, or, you know, regroup elsewhere later on, kind of thing. But I'm paranoid, what do I know?
I can talk to him.
Could you turn that off?
I'll take care of this myself.
I will shoot you if you don't stop this. My god. So we're at the whole countryside.
Fuck! And am!
Hey, Rocker Man.
Begins.
What's the meaning of this?
Yeah, the horn's
Exactly what
annoying.
you see. The basilisk.
All I see is 2 trucks with giant Militech logos on them. Fuck, Panam! You can see them from miles away!
You can hear them.
You think we don't have problems enough on our hands? The Raffens could rear their heads at any moment. And now we have Militech to worry about, too.
Stop it! Fuck! Just shut up already! Do you want to serve corporations forever? Fine, go right ahead. In that case, we'll leave the basilisk as a souvenir of what this family used to be. Or you know what? Maybe next time we're attacked, we'll be able to fight back!
As soon as I'm done with Biotechnica, we call a family meeting to discuss this. Discuss you. Until that time, I want these trucks out of my sight.
And the basilisk? Can we put it together?
Do what you want. Just get out of my sight.
Bob, Mitch, you two take the trucks around back. We need to unload.
Sure, but then what do we do with them?
Oh, I've got an idea.
Got quite a pair of lungs there.
Thanks. I believe the last time I pulled something like that, I was 10 years old.
Seem to still be in fine working order. Family's with you on this, I think.
Sure. Where did you get that impression? All I heard was silence.
Saw them looking at that basilisk, drooling. Nomads, panzers, panzers, nomads. Had 'em from the start.
We'll see.
Everything okay?
Yes, of course. Though the great train robbery bit of this was much more enjoyable.
Yeah, it will be.
You need me again, all you gotta do is call.
V. I'm sure I will. So you'd better expect that call.
Be waiting. Take care.
And they're off she struts. Sad to see her leave, but so happy. No. How does it go? Happy to see her go?